Yes, sir.
Now today we are going to understand first LSA 7. So before discussing LSA 7, let me make you understand the concept of area in OSPF. Area concept. So very important topic it is. Try to understand carefully, guys. Topic is types of area in OSPF. So how many types of area are there? Anyone have any knowledge?
Normal area, backbone area, stub area, totally stub area.
Guys, till now we have discussed lots of things about area. Yes or no? But
Yes, sir.
those all area was a standard area. Okay. So actually we have several types of area concept in OSPF. First type of area is nothing but a standard area. And you know, area concept is used to filter LSA in OSPF. Why we have area concept? To filter LSA. And by default, standard in a standard area, all LSAs are allowed. Okay. Like a standard area, there are two types of standard area, internal and backbone. So whatever area concept we had discussed till now, that was standard area. Okay. And by default, all LSAs are allowed in a standard area. Done. After that, second type of area in OSPF is stub area. Third type of area is totally stub area. Fourth type of area is an SSA area. And fifth type of area is totally an SSA area. An SSA stands for what? Not so
Not so,
stubby
not so
area.
stubby.
Okay.
Non so stubby.
Hello. Yes, it's working fine. Okay, so area concept is used to filter LSA. It is used to filter LSAs. Done, guys. Now by default, all LSAs are allowed in standard area. Done. So let me discuss all area one by one. Standard area is your normal area. You can say normal area as well to a standard area. And by default, all LSAs are allowed in this area. So all LSAs are allowed in this area. Done. Then stub area. So what is the use of stub area? Anyone have knowledge? Stub area is used to filter. It is used to filter which LSA, guys? LSA 4 and LSA 5. LSA 4 and LSA 5. What is the use of totally stub area? Totally stub area is used to filter LSA 4, LSA 5 as well as LSA 3. Filter LSA 3, LSA 4 and LSA 5. Okay. Then NSSA area. NSSA area is again used to filter filter LSA 3 and LSA 4.
4 and 5, sir.
LSA 3 and 4. Sorry, 4 and 5.
4 and 5, yes, sir.
4 and LSA 5. And again, totally NSSA area is used to filter LSA 3, 4 and LSA 5. LSA 3, LSA 4 and LSA 5. Done, guys? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first of all, stub area. First of all, we will understand stub area because we had already discussed standard area. Yes or no? There are two types of standard area,
Yes.
backbone or internal. Standard area can be a backbone area or regular area, internal area. So our topic is stub area. So guys, see here in this domain, in this topology, we have multiple routing domain. Yes or no? First of all, let me make you familiar with this topology. Here you can see this is a small organization where engineer is running what? EIGRP 200. Done. Here this is also a small organization where engineer is running what? EIGRP 100. This is my OSPF area 0. This is my OSPF area 3. This is my OSPF area 1. And this is my OSPF area 2. So tell me, this router number 9 will receive these prefixes via which LSA? Via LSA 4 or 5? LSA 5. Yes or no? External LSA.
ये डायग्राम सर एक ही कंपनी का है या डिफरेंट डिफरेंट कंपनी का है ये?
मेरे ही कंपनी का है. सपोज ये किसी छोटा एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन था जिसको मैंने टेक ओवर कर लिया.
ओके, सिंगल एक ही कंपनी का है सर.
यस, राइट. सपोज इस डोमेन में 2000 राउटर्स लगे हुए हैं, तो आपको 2000 राउटर के ऊपर में फिर से या तो OSPF चलाना होगा या फिर आप यहाँ पे क्या परफॉर्म करोगे? रीडिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. डन. So suppose in this area there are 1000 prefixes. In this domain, in the EIGRP 100, suppose there are again 1000 prefixes, and here in OSPF area 0, suppose there are 500 prefixes. So guys, in this area, in area 3, how many number of LSA 3 will be there? How many LSA 3 will be there?
500.
500? 500 this router will send and 500 this router will send. Yes or no? 600 LSA 3 will be there. Yes or no?
500 which, sir?
There are two ABR na. This one is ABR and
Area
this one
0.
is ABR.
Area 0 will share.
ABR router will generate LSA 3.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
both
sir.
router will generate LSA 3 to share the prefix information of this area into this area, and in this area there are 500 prefixes. So these all 500 prefixes will receive by router number 9 from router 4 also and from router number 5 also. Yes or no? Because both are ABR.
Okay. Area 3 will receive 1000.
600. Sorry. Yes, 1000.
Okay. But total LSA are 500. What are the benefits, sir, for 1000?
If there are 5000 prefixes in area 0, so my question is router 9 will receive how many LSA 3? 500 from router 4 and 500 from router number 3. Yes or no? It will perform load balancing. Right? How many LSA 5 will be there? Suppose in this domain there are 1000 prefixes. So again router 4 will also send what? LSA 5, and router 5 will also send. So there will be 2000 what? LSA 5. Here also there are 1000 prefixes. So router 10 will also send 1000 LSA 5. Yes or no? So in this domain there are lots of LSA 5. There are lots of LSA 3. and this router is not able to handle this number of LSA. Suppose hardware configuration of this router is not much better. So actually we need to filter what? LSAs here in area 3. Getting my point, guys? Just suppose that there are lots of LSA in this domain, lots of prefixes in this domain, lots of prefixes in this domain. So these all prefixes will be received by router number 9 in the form of LSA 5. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Clear? So if I want to filter LSA 4 and LSA 5, what I can do? I can configure this area as stub area, yes or no? In stub area, LSA 4 and LSA 5 are not allowed. In this area, LSA 5 and LSA 4 are not allowed if I will configure this area as what? Stub. You know, once you will configure this area as stub area, in hello message, router is sending one flag, that is external routing capability, and it will off that bits when you will configure this area as stub. If I will capture the link here, let me capture link, this link between router 9 and router number 5. So now all routers are capable to perform external routing, but once you will configure area as stub area, so in a stub area LSA 5 is not allowed. So router number 3 and 4 and 5, which are my ABR router, will filter what? LSA 5. But there is some problem. We will understand that why we have concept of NSSA area then. So let me show you first the bit, external routing capability bit. And let me check OSPF is running or not, guys. So IP interface brief as crude unassigned. So I have already configured IP address, and so IP protocol I have already configured routing protocol here. Okay, just I need to perform redistribution only on router number 2 and on router number 10. Okay, so now I have capturing. So see the hello message, any hello message, if you will open it, and if you will open this hello message in detail, here you can see the option in the flag. This bit is what, guys? On external routing capable. That means this router is capable to perform external routing. But if I will configure this area as what? Stub area, it will start sending hello message by turning off that bit. Okay. So now on router number 9, if you will check database, let me show you database of router number 5. So IP OSPF database. So guys, is there any LSA 5? No. Yes or no? There are LSA 1 and LSA 3 only. There will be no LSA 2 because you can see I am using serial link everywhere. Done. So these are LSA 1 of area 3 and these are LSA 3. Who is generating? 4.4.4 and 5.5.5. My ABR router. Yes or no? See, there are two ABR in area 3. Yes or no? Now I am going to perform what? Redistribution on router number 10 also and router number 2 also. So let me start from router number 2. Config T router OSPF 1 redistribute EIGRP AS number 100 and subnets. So by default it will redistribute prefixes with which type metric, guys? Type 1 or type 2? Type 2. Yes or no? And in the same way, let me advertise router EIGRP 100 and redistribute OSPF process number 1 and then metric. Okay, so I have redistribute OSPF prefixes in EAGRP and EAGRP prefixes in OSPF. So now router number 9 will receive LSA 5, yes or no? So IP OSPF database. Are you able to see LSA 5? Yes. Through LSA 5, I am getting 60s network, right? Which is running in EAGRP 100 domain. Yes or no? And who is advertising?
Yes, sir.
2.2.2.2. Yes or no? You all know how this router will calculate metric for this network. Yes or no? So IP root. See, the metric is what? 20. Because I have redistributed the EIGRP prefixes in OSPF with metric type 2. So if I want to change it, I can change it. Go to again router OSPF 1 and say no redistribute EIGRP 100. And here I am going to say redistribute EIGRP 10 subnet, and here I can change the metric type, yes or no. So say metric type 1. Done. Now router 1 will start receiving these prefixes with E1. So IP root. Are you able to see? Now you can see the metric is what? 212. So is it clear to everyone how router is calculating metric? Yes, because see, on router number 9, I am getting 60 prefixes from which router? So IP OSPF database from router number 2. Yes or no? Advertising router ID is 2.2.2. So I will check what is the cost to reach 2.2.2. So IP OSPF border router. What is the cost, guys, to reach 2.2.2? 192. Yes or no? Cost is 192. And cost from 2.2.2 to destination 60 network is what? So IP OSPF database and external, after that 60.1.1.0. See, cost is what? 20. So 192 plus 20. What value you will get? 212. So that's why it is storing. It have installed the external prefixes with what metric? 212. Done. So hope it is clear. Now I am going to perform redistribution on router number 10. Config T, router OSPF 1 and redistribute EIGRP as number 200 and keyword is subnet, metric type is, let's say, 1. Done. Router EIGRP, no, I have, okay, done. 200 and redistribute OSPF process 1 and metric. Done. Now router 5 will receive these all prefixes with in the form of LSA 5. These all prefixes in the form of LSA 5 and these prefixes in the form of LSA 3. Yes or no? So let me show you the database of router number 9. Now you can see the size of database. So IP OSPF database. These are LSA 1 of area 3. These are LSA 3. These are LSA 4 and these are, guys, LSA 5. Yes or no? and router have installed these all external prefixes in their routing table as well. You can see 11 prefix is also there and 60 prefix is also there. Yes, and I am getting these prefixes from two router 4 as well as router 5. Here you can verify it. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So how actually here in the database I am able to see only that I am getting 60 network from router number 2 from 2.2.2. But in the routing table router have installed what? Both path. So how router came to know about the both path, guys? And metric to reach in the network is same from both sides. For that this router will check what? So IP, OSPF, database and external. After that 60.1.1. Let's say 0. Is there any information? Here is forwarder address. So forwarder address is what? 0.0.0 over here. Link state ID is this one. Advertising router ID is 2.2.2. Done. But the to reach 2.2.2 this router have two paths. So IP root OSPF or by running command. So IP OSPF border router. Here you can see both border router have the same metric, same cost. Yes or no? Okay guys,
Yes.
later on we will discuss.
Forward address क्या है sir ये?
Okay, we will understand it. Now in this area there are lots of LSA 4 and LSA 5. There are lots of LSA 5. Yes or no? First of all I am going to configure this area as stub area. Okay, so stub area will filter which LSAs? LSA 4 and LSA
4 and
5.
5.
Okay, so let me configure this area as stub area. Command is very simple to configure stub area on router 4, router 5, router 9 and router 10. These 4 router are member of area 3. So on these all router we need to run command router OSPF process ID 1 and area 3 is your stub area. So never SIP will goes down. Yes or no? Why guys never SIP has goes down? Because it will on now in the hello message router will start sending hello message with stub bit on. Yes or no? And flag must match to form neighborship. So on all router when I will configure stub area again neighborship will come up. So on router number 4 also let me say router OSPF 1 and area 3 is your stub area. Done. On router number 5 also config T router OSPF process ID 1 and area 3 is stub area. And on router number 10 also config T router OSPF 1 area 3 is your stub area. Now if you will check the hello message, let me open this hello message. Here you can see the external routing capability is off. Now it's saying external routing not capable. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So in a stub area router will generate hello message with external routing bit off. Yes or no? And in normal area it is generating hello message with this bit on. Yes or no? Yes. Done. Can I move? Now I will show you the database of router number 9. Let me show you. Again OSPF neighborship has come up. So IP OSPF neighbor you can see. Done. Now so IP OSPF database. So is there LSA 5 guys? Is there LSA 4? No. LSA 5 and LSA 4 has filtered. So how this router will get 60 network and 11 network now? See what is happening in stub area. ABR router will generate a default route, yes or no, in the form of LSA 3. So always keep in mind, in a stub area there should be one ABR router, and ABR router will generate what? One default route in the form of LSA 3, not in the form of LSA 5. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But where is guys information about the 11 prefixes? Can I ping EIGRP prefixes? Ping 60.1.1.1. Yes, I am able to ping, but can I ping 11.1.1.1? No, I am not able to ping. So always keep in mind, in a stub area, ASBR router is not allowed. ASBR router is not allowed. So here what we can say, we can mention some point about stub area. You can say it is used to filter. It is used to filter LSA 4 and LSA 5. After that, ABR router will generate a default route in the form of which LSA? LSA 3. Done. And one more thing, we cannot configure backbone area as stub area. Okay, always keep in mind this point. And on a virtual link also, suppose we have one virtual link in an area, so on that area also you cannot configure stub area. Okay. And guys, here ASBR is not allowed.
What is virtual link, sir?
Okay, you don't know anything about virtual link. See, in
No,
the
sir.
topology, this is my area 2, this is my area 1. So can this router in area 2 receive these prefixes or these prefixes? No, because this router should be what? ABR. Yes or no?
ABR, yes.
So here is my
Yes,
virtual, here is my area 0. So what we can do, we can connect one virtual link from here to area 0 to make this router ABR. Or another option is we can create one loopback over here and I can put that loopback in area 0. Yes or no? So virtual link concept nowadays we are not using, but still there is concept. So what we can do, we can extend our regular area with the help of virtual link. So what I am doing here, actually I am extending area 2 to area 0, toward area 0. Yes or no? I am creating one virtual link here to make this router ABR. Later on we will understand virtual link. Don't worry, Vicky.
okay.
Till here is everything clear?
Yes, sir.
See, from router number 9 I am not able to ping 11.1.1.1 prefix because 11 router number 10 is generating what? LSA 5. Yes or no? But LSA 5 is not allowed in this area. So how these router will get these prefixes? No, router will not receive these prefixes. Actually router is not receiving these prefixes as well, but the ABR router is generating what? Default route. So that's why I am able to ping 60.1.1.1 because ABR router have information about this network and router number 9 have one default route towards ABR. Yes or no?
इट मीन सर अगर एरिया 0 में हम स्टब एरिया कर देंगे तो हम 11 से कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हैं बट 60 से नहीं हो पाएगा.
बिल्कुल. सो इसीलिए तो अपने पास दूसरा एरिया है ना. नाउ राउटर नंबर 9, सी द डेटाबेस. So IP OSPF database. Still size of database is large because of LSA 3. Yes or no? So I want to filter LSA 3 also. LSA 3, LSA 4 and LSA 5. So we have totally stub area. Yes or no? Third type of area is totally stub area, and totally stub area is used to filter LSA 3 to LSA 5. Okay. Otherwise there is no any difference between stub area and totally stub area. Totally stub area will filter LSA 3 also. Okay. So it is used to filter LSA 3, LSA 4 and LSA 5. Okay guys. And here also ASBR router is not allowed. Okay. Otherwise everything is same. So difference between stub area and totally stub area is only it will filter 3 LSA and stub area will filter only 2 LSA. LSA 4 and LSA 5. Done. Now I am going to configure totally stub area over here. On router number 9, first of all let me say router OSPF 1 and no, area 3 is stub and area 3 stub and say no summary. This is how you will configure what? Totally stubby area. I am saying area is stub and no summary. Filter the summary route, summary LSA as well. So actually area concept is used to filter LSA only. Now on router number 4, first of all say no, area 3 is your stub and say area 3 stub and no summary. Okay. In the same way on LSA, sorry, on router number 5 also, first of all let me say no, area 3 is stub and area 3 stub no summary. In the same way on router number 10. Okay, just wait for 1 minute. Now if you will check database of router number 9, see so IP OSPF database. Now you can see the size of database. Done. So in totally stub area as well, ABR router will generate what? Default route. But guys, problem is what? I am not getting the prefixes of EIGRP 200 domain. Yes or no? So in a stub area, ASBR is not allowed. So that's why we have fourth type of area, that is NSSA area. In NSSA area, LSA 4 and LSA 5 are not allowed, but ESBR router are allowed. So ESBR router will generate what? LSA 7. Now from router number 9, if you will ping EIGRP domain prefixes 60.1.1.1, yes, you are able to ping. Yes or no? But in stub area, ASBR is not allowed. So that's why I am not able to ping 11.1.1.1. Now I am going to configure what? NSSA area. So let me start configuring from router number 4. Say no and area 3 NSSA area. Okay, so what is saying? Area is configured as stub already. Say area 3 is your NSSA area. Done. On router number 5 also. No, and area 3 is NSSA area. Okay, now on router number 9, config T, router OSPF 1, say no over here, and area 3 is what? NSSA now. In the same way on router number 10 also. Let me do same thing. No stub, and area 3 is my NSSA area. Okay, now on router number 9, first of all check me OSPF neighborship. So IP OSPF neighbor, so neighborship has come up now. So IP OSPF database, now you can see the database. LSA 3 is there, but where is LSA 5? LSA 5 is filtered and LSA 4 is also filtered. Yes or no? But see, ESBR router is generating what, guys? LSA 7. So in a NSSA area, ESBR router is allowed, and ESBR router will generate what? LSA 7 to share external prefixes. Because here LSA 5 are not allowed. LSA 4 and LSA 5 are not allowed. Yes or no? And what ABR is doing? ABR is generating any default route? No. So can I ping EAGRP 100 domain? No. Ping 60.1.1.1. See, I am not able to ping. But can I ping 11.1.1.1? Yes. I can ping EAGRP 200. Yes or no? Because here is my ESBR, and my ESBR is generating what? LSA 7. So if you will ping 11.1.1.1, you can see I am able to ping it. Done. So in NSSA area, ABR router will not generate default route. But if you will tell to your ABR router to generate a default route, then your ABR router will start generating a default route. So let me tell to my ABR to generate one default route in NSSA area, so that router 9 can receive the prefixes of EAGRP 100. Yes or no? So now on router number 9, I am going to say area 3 NSSA and default information originate. By running this command, once you will run this command, router 4 will start generating default route. Okay. In the same way on router number 5 also, area 3 NSSA default information originate. And now on router number 9, if you will verify, so IP OSPF database, so you can see ABR router have generated LSA 7. So in NSSA area, ABR router will generate a default route in the form of LSA 7. In stub area, ABR router will generate a default route in the form of LSA 3. Getting my point, guys? So now question is, which router will generate LSA 7? So ESBR router will generate LSA 7 for NSSA area, and if you will run command default information originate on ABR, then ABR router will also generate one LSA 7. It will send a default route. And now here if you will run command, so IP OSPF border router, Now you can see after running the command what? Default information originate. This router is acting as ABR as well as ASBR. Because only ASBR router can generate what? LSA 7. So once you will run default information originate command on a ABR, so ABR will start acting as ASBR as well, guys. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Vicky, any doubt?
No doubt, sir.
To anybody? Giri, is it clear to you?
सर थोड़ा थोड़ा
Thoda thoda. What about others, Sandeep?
So, sir, I joined little late. Today I came from office late. I'll just go through that beginning part, sir. This I got little, sir.
Okay, great.
समझ में आ रहा है लेकिन थोड़ा और एक बार देखना पड़ेगा.
वीडियो एक बार आप देख लेना ना, समझ में आ जाएगा सारा.
हाँ.
सब कुछ मैंने वीडियो में बोल दिया है इसीलिए. So these are area, guys. An SSA area is used to filter LSA 4 and LSA 5. Done. And totally an SSA area is used to filter again LSA 3, 4 and 5. Because see that database of router 9, still database size is large. So if you want to filter LSA 3 also, what you can configure? Totally an SSA area. Done. So here you can mention the point like ABR router will generate what? Default route. Yes or no? Now question is here, this is my ASBR, this is my ASBR, these two are ASBR as well as ABR. So this router is generating what, guys? LSA 7, and LSA 7 will be there in this area. Now how router 1 will get this network information? So if you will check database of router 1, so IP OSPF database. See, this router is getting what? LSA 5. In the form of LSA 5, this router is getting 60 prefixes as well as 11 prefixes. Yes or no? And who is advertising this 11 prefixes? 5.5.5. Why not 4.4.4? So actually, in NSSA area, ABR router will convert LSA 7 to LSA 5. And same thing router number 5 is doing. Router 5 is doing what? Router 5 is translating LSA 7 into LSA 5. And this is how router 1 is getting these network information in the form of LSA 5. Now there are two ABR. So router who will have highest router ID, that router will translate what? LSA 7 into LSA 5. Is it clear? ABR router with higher router ID will convert LSA 7 into LSA 5. So in the database of router 1, you can see router 1 is getting 11 prefixes from 5.5.5. So router 5 is telling what? I am advertiser. Advertising router ID of this network is 5.5. Is it right, guys? No? Who is actual advertiser? So to check actual advertiser, you can run command show IP OSPF database and NSSA external and 11.1.1.0. Now here you can see 11.1.1.0, not NSSA, na, external. It is an external. LSA 5 is there. External 11.1.1.0. Now you can see forwarder address is what? 109.1.1.10. So actually this is the IP address of forwarder. So actual advertiser is not router number 5. Actual advertiser is this router. Router number 10 is advertising these prefixes in OSPF domain. Yes or no? But in the database of router 1, you are able to see the advertiser router ID for this network is 5.5.5. But in the routing table on a router number 1, there will be two paths. See, on router number 1, so IP root 11. How many paths are there, guys? 2. But in the database, so IP OSPF database, you can see router 1 is getting these prefixes from router number 5 only. So actually this router will check who is actual forwarder, and whenever your ABR router will convert LSA 7 into LSA 5, it will put forwarder address. Otherwise in normal LSA 5, forwarder address is what? 0. If you will check this LSA, this external LSA, so IP OSPF external and 60.1.1.0. So IP OSPF database external 60.1.1.0. Here forwarder address is what? 0.0.0. So when ASBR router will generate LSA 5, that time forwarder address will be 0.0.0. And whenever ABR router will convert LSA 7 into LSA 5, it will provide you the forwarder address, guys. Here you can see 11.1.1.0. Forwarder address is 109.1.0.0.10. Done. Now router 1 will check the prefix, the root for this network. So IP route. This prefix will be there inside the routing table. Yes or no? 109.0.0.0. Here you can see. And how many paths is available for this network, guys? 2. And from both sides, cost is what? Equal. So that's why router is installing 11 prefixes from both sides. Actually router is performing what? Equal cost load balancing. And what is metric? 212. How this router will calculate this metric? How this router will calculate this metric? So IP OSPF database external 11.1.1.0. What is the metric over here? What is metric? Metric from 5.5.5 to this network is what? 20. And metric from me to 5.5.5. So IP OSPF database router 5.5.5.5. What is metric? 64. So total metric should be what? 84. Yes or no? But in the routing table you are able to see total metric is 212. So actually it will not calculate metric like this. It will calculate the total metric to reach which network? So IP root this network, guys. Actual forwarder is this one, and metric to reach here is what? 192. And metric from ABR to me is what? 20. So total metric will be what? 192 plus 20. Calculator. (192 plus) okay, 192 plus 20. Calculator is not working. Definitely 129 plus 20 will be what? 112. So that's why this router have installed. Yes or no? So IP route OSPF. So see how this router have calculate metric 212. Okay, if I will set forwarder address 0.0.0, then what will happen? Let me take you on router number 5 and say area 3 NSSA. After that, translate type 7 into, this order is translating now LSA 7 into LSA 5. So here if I will say suppress forwarder address, so it will suppress the forwarder address. Now on the router number 1 you can see, so IP OSPF database external, this one forwarder address is now what, 0.0.0, and this time so IP route OSPF. You can see router is stop performing load balancing, because now router is thinking what, I am getting these prefixes from 5.5.5, so IP OSPF database. So now router 1 is thinking that I am getting these prefixes, actual advertiser of these prefixes is 5.5.5. Yes or no? Because forwarder address is now 0.0.0. Got it, guys? Is it clear? Again, if I will, on router number 5, if I will remove this command, again it will start sending LSA 5 with forwarder address. So IP OSPF database external 11.1.1, you can see the forwarder address, and now again it will install this route in the routing table with metric 212. Is it clear? So this is the concept of LSA 1 to LSA 7. We have discussed all LSAs. Okay. So always keep in mind, whenever ESBR router will generate LSA 5, it will send LSA 5 with forwarder address 0.0.0. But whenever ABR will convert LSA 7 into LSA 5, forwarder address will be the address of ESBR router. And you know how ASBR router, ABR router is, this router is calculating forwarder address. If suppose on this router there are some loopback running, so highest IP address of loopback interface will become what? Forwarder address. If there is no loopback, then highest IP address of physical interface in OSPF domain will become what? Forwarder address. So here I don't have configured any loopback. So actually there is only one interface in OSPF domain. So whatever IP address running over here, that IP address is becoming what? Forwarder address. If I will create one loopback over here, let me create one loopback. Where is router number 10? Here it is. Let me create one loopback over here, interface loopback 1, and let's say IP address 10.10.10.10 and 255.255.255. Let's say 255 IP OSPF 1 area 3. Yes or no? Now on router number 1 you can see, guys, so IP OSPF database external, this forwarder address is what now? 10.10.10. Okay. So why ABR router is, translating LSA 7 into LSA 5 with forwarder address? So that router in area 0 will came to know about the actual advertiser. So actually router 5 is telling to router number 1, I am not actual forwarder. I am just translating LSA 7 into LSA 5. Actual advertiser is 10.10.10.10, and there is root in the routing table of router 1 for 10.10.10. It will check the metric and it can calculate the total cost from router number 1 to destination. Yes or no? Done?
एरिया 1 में भी सर फॉरवर्ड एड्रेस रहेगा?
किसमें? एरिया 1 में कहाँ पे है एरिया 1?
एरिया ये है ना, एरिया 0 से आगे एरिया 1 है.
How area 1 will get these prefixes? This router is generating what? LSA 7. This router is converting LSA 5 with LSA 7 into LSA 5. And LSA 5 can cross area, yes or no? Same LSA will be received by
Yes.
router number 7. So definitely forwarder
Yes, sir.
address will be 10.10.10, and this router will also calculate total cost to reach here.
Okay. Here ABR router will translate
Yes,
R3.
yes, yes, definitely. Let me do that also. Let me take you on router number 3. Okay. So IP OSPF interface brief. I am not running, I think, OSPF over here. So IP protocol. OSPF 1 is running, but I have not advertised any network there. Yes or no? So let me check the IP configuration. So IP interface brief. Okay, so IP is done. Now interface serial 2/0 IP OSPF 1 area 0 exit interface serial 2/1 IP OSPF 1 and area 1. Yes or no? So this router will become what? ABR. And now on router number 7, if you want to verify it, so IP protocol. Nope, I am not running any protocol here. So IP interface brief. Okay, so IP configuration is done. Now let me configure OSPF here. Interface S2/0 IP OSPF 1 and area. First of all, let me configure OSPF 1 and router ID 7.7.7.7. Done. Now interface serial 2/0 IP OSPF 1 and area 1 exit interface S 2/1 IP OSPF 1 area 1. And now so IP OSPF database. Are you able to see the LSA 5 over here? If you want to open it in detail, so IP OSPF database external and 11.1.1.0. What is forwarder address? 10.10.10. Done, Vicky?
Yes, sir.
You know, in the real time, actual way to check database is not this command, so IP OSPF database. First of all, you need to run this command, so IP OSPF database and database summary. So see how many LSAs are there. Total number of LSA is 27 and non-self is 26. That means this router have received 26 LSA from their neighbor, and there is only one LSA of router 1. Total number of LSA is 27, right? And then you can check so IP OSPF database, right? And in NSSA area, you can see the external prefixes first. Where is router number 9, guys? Here it is. Okay, let me run so IP root over here. So IP root OSPF. So external prefixes this router is getting with what symbol? ONA. In the normal area, in the standard area, external prefixes will come with E1 or E2. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So IP route. See? Yes or no? So if metric type you have used while redistribution is type 1, then in NSSA area router will install prefixes with N1, and if you have used metric type 2, then it will install the external prefixes with N2. You know, best path selection in OSPF is different. Let me discuss that. Best path selection in OSPF.
सर एक बार वो डेटाबेस समरी वाला एक बार दिखाएंगे भाई.
Router will install OSPF prefixes via O also. Yes or no? Via OI also, means intra-area prefixes via E1 also, via E2 also, via N1 also, and via N2 also. Yes or no? So guys, suppose I have one router over here, R1. Okay, and this router is suppose connected with one another router and with two router. Done. Suppose both router is advertising one network, that is 10.1.1.0/24, 10.1.1.0/24. So AD value first definitely router will check what? Prefix length. So prefix length is same. Then router will check what? AD value. So from both sides it is getting from OSPF, so AD value will be also same. Yes or no? Then it is not
Yes,
going
sir.
to check metric. OSPF is not going to check directly what? Metric. But EIGRP will check what? Metric. After AD value, definitely EIGRP will check metric. But OSPF will check that here I am getting, suppose this prefix I am getting with O, and this prefix I am getting with OIA, means intra-area prefixes. So this one is more reliable over this one. It will install this path. Okay. So always keep in mind O is more reliable than OIA, and OIA is more reliable than E1, and E1 is more reliable than E2, and E2 is more reliable than N1, and N1 is more reliable than N2. This is the best path selection in OSPF. You can take one screenshot. This is really very important thing, because most of the people is thinking best path selection in OSPF is similar like EIGRP, but no guys. Now after this, router will check what? Metric. If suppose both router 1 is getting route from both sides with same symbol O, then router will check what? Metric. Okay. Done.
Yes, sir.
So let me ask you some question. Suppose this is my router 1, this is router 2, router 3, router 4, router 5, router 6, and let's say router number 7. On all router I am running one loopback, 10.1.1.0/24. Here also 10.1.1.0/24. Here also same network. Here also same network. Here also same network. And here also same network. Done. Here I am running OSPF. Here I am running, let me change the color. Suppose this is my OSPF area 0. This is in area 1 and this is in area 0. So tell me, router will install this route, this network via which router? Via router number 2, because router 1 will receive 10.1.1.0 via router number 2 with O, and via router number 3 it will receive with OIA. Yes or no? Because this is intra-area prefixes. Yes or no? Yes, Vicky.
सर बोथ और जो R3 में है वो कैसे वही है?
ये इंट्रा एरिया का प्रीफिक्स है ना. नाउ here I am running OSPF area 1, here I am running OSPF area 0.
Okay. Then R3 is ABR.
Suppose here this network is in EIGRP domain, so it will here I am running OSPF. So again router 1 will receive same information with what? E1 or E2.
E2.
So again this one is best. right? So these things just I am trying to make you understand. The best path selection of OSPF is little bit different from other routing protocol. Done? Is it clear, guys? Let me know so that I can move.
Yes.
So we have discussed all LSAs. Yes or no? We have discussed all LSAs. Here router number 8 will receive these prefixes or not? Yes, router number 8 will receive these all prefixes, but router number 12 will not receive any EIGRP prefixes, not any prefixes of OSPF area 0, not any prefixes of OSPF area 3. Yes or no? So here what we can do on router number 8, we can make one interface in OSPF area 0, right? So those things you guys can do by yourself. Let me discuss next topic, that is network type in OSPF. So now next topic is network type in OSPF. So how many types of network we have in OSPF, guys?
Point-to-point network broadcast.
Only two type.
Point to multi-point, virtual link, loop back.
Number 1. Number 1 is point to, बोलो बोलो कोई बात नहीं है, point to
Point to
point.
point.
Second one,
Point to multi-point.
broadcast, let's say. Third one, non-broadcast. Fourth one, point to multi-point. Fifth one, is point to multi-point non-broadcast. Point to multi-point non-broadcast. Sixth one is loopback. So we have 6 type of network in OSPF. Done? And we have one more, that is virtual link. Done? So actually we have 7 types of network in OSPF. We will understand virtual link later. Now we are going to understand these 6 types of network. Okay, so where we need to use network type loopback? On loopback interface. This is also clear to everyone. On any loopback interface on router number 1, if you will check the OSPF network type, so IP OSPF interface loopback 1. So you can see network type is what? Loopback. So IP OSPF interface serial 2/0. Network type is what? Point to point. And on Ethernet link yesterday we had seen network type is broadcast. Yes or no? Now guys, let me make one table over here. Okay. Here suppose I have network type. Here we will discuss about the hello parameter. Here we will discuss about the dead interval time. Then we will discuss about the DR and BDR. BDR. Then we will understand static neighborship and dynamic neighborship. Okay. So see, these behavior will depend on network type only. What will be the hello interval? What will be the dead interval? So on a point to point link, hello interval will be what, guys?
10 seconds.
Yes, hello interval will be 10 seconds and dead interval is 40
40
seconds.
seconds.
DR BDR election will happen or not?
Yes, sir.
No?
No, sir.
Definitely. On
No,
point to
no,
point link, DR BDR is
not.
not
It's
required.
not required.
And can we form a static neighborship there? No. Dynamic neighborship? Yes. Okay. This is my first type of network. Then broadcast. On a point to point link, always keep in mind we cannot configure a static neighborship. Okay. Broadcast, on a broadcast network type, what will be the hello interval? Again 10 second. Dead interval?
Sir,
Yes. Here
40.
DRBDR election will happen or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Static neighborship? Not possible. Dynamic neighborship? Yes, possible. Okay. Third type of network is non-broadcast. Hello interval on a non-broadcast network will be 30 seconds and hold interval will be 120 seconds. DRBDR? Yes. Static neighborship? Yes. And dynamic neighborship? Not possible. Okay. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट टू
नॉन ब्रॉडकास्ट कौन सा होता है सर?
अभी डिस्कस करते हैं उसको. पॉइंट टू मल्टी पॉइंट हेलो इंटरवल 30 सेकेंड होल्ड इंटरवल 120 सेकेंड DR नॉट पॉसिबल. स्टैटिक नेबरशिप नॉट पॉसिबल. डायनामिक नेबरशिप yes possible. Last one is point to multi-point non-broadcast. Okay. Hello interval again 30 second. Hold interval 120 second. DRBDR not possible. Static neighborship yes. And dynamic neighborship not possible. Okay, is it clear? So what you can do, you can take a screenshot of this chart only. We are going to understand each and everything. Every network we are going to discuss one by one. बताओ
डन सर.
डन. अब कोई स्क्रीनशॉट अगर लियो हो तो उसको ग्रुप में भी सेंड कर दो.
कर दिया सर.
Okay, so whenever two routers are directly connected with each other, that time your network should be point to point. Yes or no? Yesterday also, or maybe before us yesterday, we had discussed this, that why we need to configure point to point network over here, so that DR and BDR election will not happen, because DR and BDR is not required here. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
When more than two routers are connected with same segment, that time network type should be what? Broadcast. Yes or no? So this will be point to point should be there in case of two directly connected router. Yes or no? Two directly connected router. Broadcast should be in the multi-access segment. Whenever we have more than two router connected with a same segment, that time network type should be what? Broadcast. Now we need to understand non-broadcast network, point to multi-point, and point to multi-point non-broadcast network. So to understand this network, understand the topology, guys. First, there are two types of topology. First one is full mesh topology. First one is full mesh topology, and second one is hub and spoke topology. Yes or no? So if I am connecting, suppose 4 router 1, router 2, router 3 and router 4, this is full mesh topology. Yes or no? Because each router are connected with each other. Yes or no? All router are connected with each other. This is full mesh topology. Now suppose I have one headquarter, right? I have two branch office, 2, 3, and through ISP I have connectivity of all branch office and my headquarter. Guys, here we need to purchase one virtual circuit between my hub branch and spoke. So you need to purchase how many circuit? Three virtual circuit here to connect all branches together. While DM VPN we will understand this thing in detail, don't worry. But if I have 3 circuit between headquarter and branch 1, between headquarter and branch 2, and between branch 1 and branch 2, this is which type of topology? Full mesh or hub and spoke? Full mesh topology. Yes or no? Again, my all branches are connected with each other. This is my full mesh topology. But suppose if I have only 2 virtual circuit, this is which type of network? This is hub and spoke topology. Hub and spoke topology, because hub router are connected with a spoke. There is no any virtual circuit between a spoke and a spoke. Yes or no? Getting my point, Vicky?
Sir, can you explain again the full mesh?
Yes. Here if I will take one more virtual link, if I will connect these two branches together, that means my all branches and headquarter are connected with each other. So this is full mesh topology. Full mesh means what? Each node is connected with all other node. Each node is connected with each point is connected with all other point. So here also you can see each branches are connected with each other. Yes or no? So this is my full mesh topology. But from here, if I will remove the connectivity, now my branch office are connected with hub only. Yes or no? So this time if this branch want to communicate with this branch, they have to communicate through hub. Yes or no?
Yes.
So actually we are going to understand these two types of topology. Whenever your topology is full mesh, your topology is full mesh like this. Here you will use broadcast network as well as non-broadcast network. We will understand practically also that why we cannot use point to multi-point here network type. And whenever your network is hub and spoke, your topology is hub and spoke topology, that time you need to configure what? Network type point to multi-point and point to multi-point non-broadcast network. Getting my point? In full mesh topology, network type should be broadcast and non-broadcast. In hub and spoke topology, network type should be point to multi-point and point to multi-point non-broadcast. How many time we have for today's session?
40 minutes.
45 minutes we have. Okay.
40 minutes.
Now what I can do, I can design the topology. So let me design one topology over here. I am going to delete this topology. And one more thing guys over here that I need to discuss in this topology. So let me finish that first. See, in the routing table of router 9, there are these prefixes also, prefix which is running on WAN link. Yes or no? Yes or no? So but I don't need to ping the WAN link. So why router will install these prefixes in their routing table? So we can separate these link, WAN link in the OSPF by running command, very simple, prefix separation. Okay. On any router, let me run one command here. If you want to suppress which prefixes which is running on WAN interface. So router OSPF 1 and we can say prefix separation. So on all router you need to run this command in OSPF domain. So what it will do now, if you will check LSA 1 of this router, so IP OSPF database router 1.1.1.1, how many link are there guys? How many link are there? 13. Total number of link is 13 in the LSA 1 of router 1. If I will run command suppress on loopback 1, interface loopback 1, IP OSPF prefix suppress. Now, so IP OSPF database router, how many link are there now? 12. So it has removed loopback 1 network from their LSA 1. So when you will run prefix separation command in global config mode, it will suppress all WAN interface network. Done. So this was just a small topic, so that's why I had discussed it. Now I am going to delete this topology. I don't need it. Or what I can do, let me close this one. And let me make one topology in VM, because I am damn sure here we cannot run the command which I am going to run here to make you understand the OSPF network type. And this is last topic of OSPF. Now we have only two topics. One is distribute list and another one is redistribution. Okay, so I will try to finish these two topics tomorrow, next class. Okay, let me turn on the and from next week we will start BGP. जितना आप लोग OSPF में पता था उतना BGP पता है कि नहीं? थोड़ा बहुत जो बेसिक नॉलेज है, जितना कि बिल्कुल भी कोई हो ऐसा कि बिल्कुल भी ना पता हो BGP? कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, मुझे बस पूछ रहा हूं. Vicky, do you
Yes,
have
sir.
basic
Yes, sir.
knowledge of BGP?
Yes, sir.
What is the AD value of BGP?
20 and 200s.
Okay. Vicky, which router will generate LSA 4?
LSA 4.
Yes.
LSA 4 ASBR ABR router
Yes.
generates
ABR.
LSA 4 to share
ऐसे
the
क्यों कंफ्यूज
information
हो रहे हो
from
आप?
ASBR. Yes, sir.
कंफ्यूज क्यों हो रहे हो आप?
ABR router generates to share the information of ASBR.
Yes. Sandeep, which router will generate LSA 2? Give
DR
why? What is the use of LSA2?
to specify the networks to be in LSA2 will give the router information, how many routers are connected in a area.
Yes, yes, very good. And what about LSA3? Which order will generate LSA3?
ABR,
Why?
that is to give inter area network information.
Inter-area network information. And what about LSA7? Which order generate LSA7?
Um,
Very good.
ASBR, sir.
ASBR,
ASBR?
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Why? What is the use of LSA7?
It shares the default route.
Default route or LSA?
LSA 7 का LSA 7 करेगा आपका 4, 5 और 3 तो
LSA7 will be generated by ASBR router to share external information, external prefixes in NSSA area. Because in NSSA area, LSA5 are not allowed. है ना? यही चीज तो हम लोग डिस्कस किए हैं. क्या हो गया? NSSA एरिया के अंदर में LSA5 अलाउड नहीं है. इसीलिए तो हमने LSA7 डिस्कस किया है कि ASBR ऑर्डर क्या जनरेट करेगा? LSA7 to share external
Network
prefixes.
information.
And if I want to make ASBR to ABR, what command I need to run? What
default
command you will run?
information originate
ओके. डिफॉल्ट इंफॉर्मेशन ओरिजिनेट से क्या होगा?
जो ABR राउटर ABR की तरह भी एक्ट करेगा और ASBR की तरह भी एक्ट करेगा सर और डिफॉल्ट रूट
आप लोग एक बार ये वीडियो आज का जरूर देखना क्लास के बाद.
यस सर
है ना?
यस
इसमें हमने सारे कुछ डिस्कस किया है और मुझे पता है कि आप लोग आज क्लास में अच्छे से समझ नहीं पाए हो चीज़ों को.
थोड़ा हैवी हो गया आज
थोड़ा सा हाँ हैवी हो गया. कोई बात नहीं, आप वीडियो देखोगे ना समझ में आ जाएगा. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है, बहुत आसान है ये सब चीज़ें. तो जब बाद में आप लैब करोगे तब उस टाइम में क्या होगा फिर जब हम लोग सब मिक्स कर देंगे तो. हब एंड स्पोक. I need 3 number of router. Okay, let me add one module. R1, R2 and R3. Let me change the host name as well. And I am going to use one switch over here to connect these all router together. You can consider switch as ISP as well. While DM VPN अगर अभी आप ये सब चीज़ अच्छे से समझ जाओगे ना तो DM VPN के टाइम में काफ़ी आसान हो जाएगा समझना चीज़ें. ओके, एक स्विच.
DM VPN CCNA का पार्ट है सर
नहीं यार, CCNA में तो नहीं है, CCNP का ही पार्ट है.
पर सर प्लीज पढ़ा दीजिएगा, चाहिए.
DM VPN भी
हाँ चाहिए
ओवरव्यू दे
थोड़ा
दूंगा.
थोड़ा सा.
या आप फेज भी बोलोगे आप फिर पढ़ा देने के लिए. अरे सब पढ़ लेंगे, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. 3 फेज है ना, तीनों फेज समझ लेंगे.
थोड़ा सा चाहिए.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल चाहिए DM VPN तो. और कोई टॉपिक आपको ऐड करवाना हो तो आप मुझे बता देना, सब टॉपिक ऐड कर देंगे. कुछ भी ऐसा हो ना कि ये भी पढ़ा दीजिए.
स्पैम तो करेंगे ना सर
हम्म.
स्पैन तो रहेगा ही।
हाँ हाँ, स्पैन वगैरह तो रहेगा ही ना, वो तो पार्ट ही है ना सीसीएनए का।
ओके।
जो सीसीएनए का पार्ट है वो तो रहेगा ही रहेगा, उसमें तो कोई डाउट ही नहीं है। एसपीएन, पोर्ट सिक्योरिटी, एसटीपी, एसटीपी में भी हम लोग एडवांस भी डिस्कस करेंगे, जस्ट लाइक आरएसटीपी, एमएसटी, जो ये सब पार्ट जो है ना वो सीसीएनपी का ही है। ओके, सो टोपोलॉजी क्लियर है। इफ आई वांट टू मेक दिस टोपोलॉजी एज हब एंड स्पोक, व्हाट वी कैन डू, we can configure these two ports as protected, and always keep in mind two protected switch port cannot communicate with each other. So अगर मैं दोनों पोर्ट को प्रोटेक्टेड बना दिया तो ये दोनों पोर्ट आपस में कम्युनिकेट ही नहीं करेगा, तो आपका टोपोलॉजी कैसा बन जाएगा, हब एंड स्पोक है या नहीं है। सो सबसे पहले तो हम इसको फुल मेश टोपोलॉजी ही रहने देते हैं और उसी में ओएसपीएफ कन्फिगर करके देखते हैं। मैंने क्या बताया, फुल मेश टोपोलॉजी में आप कौन कौन से नेटवर्क टाइप यूज कर सकते हो, विच नेटवर्क टाइप वी कैन कन्फिगर इन फुल मेश टोपोलॉजी?
Broadcast, broadcast and non-broadcast.
In full mesh topology, broadcast and non-broadcast, yes or no? Definitely yes. So देखो बॉस, suppose this is my hub and spoke topology. Okay, so there is no any connection between branch office, and here if I will configure network type what, broadcast, done. So one router will become what, DR, yes or no? Suppose here I am running network 10.1. not 10, 20.1.1.0, 20.1.1.0. Here I am running network 30.1.1.0, and here I am running suppose 10.1.1.0. Suppose this router is my what, DR, because network type is broadcast. On a broadcast, DR and BDR election will happen, yes or no? So if this router will become DR, what this router will do, this router will share their database with DR router only, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So how this router can send their database to router number 3? Is it possible? Not possible. Yes or no? Suppose this is my DR other, this is my DR other. So DR other and DR other will form neighborship till two-way. Yes or no?
Right.
So there will be no any database exchange. Yes or no? So branch offices cannot communicate with other branch office. Yes or no? So that's why here in the hub and spoke topology, we need to configure what network type, point to multi-point. And as you know, on a point to multi-point, DR and BDR election will not happen. Yes or no? Check the screenshot. Now let me configure
Yes,
IP
sir.
first. No. Config T, host name R1. Okay, interface F0/0. Suppose I am running what network, 192.168.10.0, 255.255.255.0. Tell me what will be the network type by default over here? What will be the network type?
Broadcast.
Yes,
Broadcast.
broadcast. Right, now I am going to create one loopback, that is loopback 1, and IP address is 10.1.1.1 255.255.255.0. okay, IP configuration of router 1 is done. Let me write on router number 2, config T, router OSPF, not router OSPF directly, host name R2, इंटरफेस आप लोग रोकते भी नहीं हो अगर कुछ गलत कर रहा हूं तो। ये गलत है, 192.168.10.2 बोलते हो आप, कर दो गलत। ये गलत है ना गिरी, नहीं है क्या? बिना आईपी कॉन्फ़िगर किए हुए मैं यहाँ पे क्या चला रहा हूँ? अभी भी आईपी सही कॉन्फ़िगर किया हूँ ना भाई बिक्की? बिक्की
यस सर।
आईपी सही कॉन्फ़िगर हो रहा है ना? नहीं देख
एक्चुअली
रहे हो
माय
क्या?
इंटरनेट फ्लक्चुएट हो रहा है सर बार बार तो।
ओह माय गॉड, यहाँ पे प्रेशर है मेरे लैपटॉप के ऊपर। आप लोग जीएनएस के इतने बड़े टोपोलॉजी इवन जी सब रन करवा दिए हो। इंटरफेस F0/0 नो सेट आईपी एड्रेस 192.168.10.3 255.255.255.0 and interface loopback 1 IP address is 30.1.1.1 255.255.255.0. Okay, now on switch number 1 I am going to make this topology as hub and spoke. First of all, understand hub and spoke topology, or no, not hub and spoke. First of all, we are going to understand full mesh topology. So now I am going to configure EAG OSPF from router number 1, router OSPF 1 and network 0.0.0 255.255.255.255 and area 0. Can I use this do so history? Let me paste this command on all router and router ID as well, 1.1.1.1. Okay, let me configure manually because I need to configure router ID as well. Router OSPF 1, router ID 2.2.2.2, network 0.0.0 255.255.255.255 and area क्या था? area 0, yes, area 0 on router number 3, router OSPF 1, router ID 3.3.3.3, network 0.0.0 255.255.255.255 and area 0. So IP OSPF neighbor. So IP OSPF neighbor so IP OSPF interface F0/0. What is network type?
Broadcast.
In full mesh topology, we can configure broadcast or non-broadcast, yes or no? That means everything will work fine over here. So IP OSPF neighbor. Okay, neighborship is full. And so IP OSPF, so IP root OSPF. So this router have 20 network. Why this router don't have 10 network? So IP root OSPF. So IP protocol OSPF 1, network this one, and so IP interface brief. इंटरफेस ही क्या है?
Down.
इंटरफेस F0/0 नो सेट। मैंने तो बताया था ना आप लोग कुछ गलत करवाओगे। अगेन जस्ट वेट फॉर 1 minute. Okay, now neighborship is full, so IP root OSPF. Okay, it have received 20 network and 30 network. Now let me check my branches are able to communicate with each other or not. 10.1.1.1 I am able to ping my headquarter, yes or no? Source 20.1.1.1. 30.1.1.1. Yes or no? Am I able to ping 30.20.1.1.1? Yes, I am able to ping. Yes or no? Now I am going to change network type over here. Interface F0/0 IP OSPF network type क्या सेट कर दूं? 0.2 मल्टी पॉइंट. ओके. राउटर नंबर किस पे अभी चेंज किया मैंने? राउटर 3 पे. ओके. यस. नाउ राउटर नंबर 2. Interface F0/0 IP OSPF network type 0.2 multi point, and on router number 1 interface F0/0 IP OSPF network type 0.2 multi point. So IP OSPF neighbor. So IP OSPF neighbor. डीआर बीडीआर का कॉन्सेप्ट गया. नेबरशिप कैसा है? फुल. एंड सो आईपी ओएसपीएफ, सो आईपी रूट ओएसपीएफ. डन. कम टू राउटर नंबर 3. सो आईपी ping 20.1.1.1 and source is 30.1.1.1. पिंग हो रहा है? पिंग तो हो रहा है. तो प्रॉब्लम क्या है? व्हाट इज प्रॉब्लम हियर गाइस? टेल मी विक्की. जस्ट थिंक एंड टेल मी.
कोई डीआर बीडीआर नहीं होगा इधर.
यस.
एवरी टाइम सर
बहुत सारा रिक्वेस्ट लाइक
मल्टीकास्ट पे होगा सर.
यस.
lot of information, lot of LSAs will be shared.
यस. डिबग आईपी OSPF. और अगर आप LSA को यहाँ पे डिबग करोगे तो आप देखोगे CPU यूटिलाइजेशन क्या हो जाएगी? हाई. ये तो क्या है? इवन जी. यस और नो?
Yes sir.
सबके सारे राउटर की नेबरशिप क्या है? सबके साथ फुल. यही तो प्रॉब्लम था जिसकी वजह से हम लोग वाई वी कम अप विद डीआर एंड बीडीआर कॉन्सेप्ट टू रिड्यूस द नंबर ऑफ एडजेसेंसी. नाउ सपोज देयर आर 100 ब्रांचेस. So just imagine guys the database of router, and whenever change will occur there will be lots of LSA flooding. Yes or no?
Yes sir.
So on 0.2 multi-point DR and BDR election will not open. This is the problem here. Okay. Now again I am going to change network type, and this time F0/0 IP OSPF network type. Same thing will happen with 0.2 multi-point non-broadcast as well. Yes or no? So here I am going to say broadcast. Network type is what? Broadcast. So this router will become what? DR. Router number 3. Now on router number 2 also IP OSPF network type broadcast, and on router number 1 also let me say interface F0/0 IP OSPF network type broadcast. Who is my DR? So IP OSPF neighbor. Now what I am going to do, I am going to stop communication between branches. Here I am going to configure these two ports as protected, and as you know, two protected ports cannot communicate with each other. config T, interface, range E 0/1 to 2, and switch port protected. Okay. Who is DR? 3.3.3, yes or no? So IP root OSPF. 20 is here, 30 is here. Yes. On daughter number 2. So IP root OSPF. 30 is here. 10 is here. What is the next hop IP address for 30 network? 192.168.10.3. Can I ping and see neighborship has break? समझ में आ रहा है प्रॉब्लम? Vicky, are getting the problem?
Yes, sir.
Because router 3 become what? DR. So in this scenario, router 1 should only DR. Then only communication will happen between branches. Yes or no? But in
Yes,
case if your branch office router will become DR, in that scenario, branches cannot communicate with each other. Neighborship will goes down. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
On daughter number 3. So IP OSPF interface F0/0. This router is my DR. So actually problem is my branch office router is become what? DR. And so interface F0/0. This router have joined how many multicast group? 2. Yes or no? So actually what is happening on daughter number 2, I'm not able to see any OSPF neighborship. Ping 192.168. Why neighborship is not forming? Because this router will send the hello message to
R3.
hello message on which route, on which address it will send hello message? Router 2
224.0.0.5.
5. So
Yes.
IP OSPF interface F0/0. This interface is what? DR.
BDR.
DR.
Yeah.
Actually, if this router will not receive any hello message with higher router ID, this router will consider
Okay.
yourself as what? DR, yes or no?
DR. Yes, sir.
So this router is also telling that I am DR. So this is problem why we cannot use broadcast network type in hub and spoke topology. Okay.
And R1, sir?
On R1. If
R1 is
R1
also
will
set.
become DR, then there will be no problem. See, if I will on router number 3, what I am going to do? Interface F0/0. IP OSPF priority 0. On router number 3, on router number 2 also I am going to set priority what? 0. Interface F0/0. IP OSPF priority 0. Now which router will become DR?
R1.
R1. And now if you will check, so IP OSPF neighbor, there are 2 neighbor. Yes or no? Both are DR other. Yes. And so
There is
IP
no.
root OSPF. In the same way on router number 2 also. So IP root OSPF. Done. On router number 3 also. So IP root OSPF. Done. And next up IP address. So can I ping 192.168.20.1? Will it work, guys? Not.
No.
Why it will not work? Because we don't have connectivity between here and here. Actually, this switch will learn MAC address of this interface on this port, MAC address of this interface on this port. Yes or no? Here destination is 192.168.20.1. So 20.1 MAC address will be learned on the switch on E0/0. But both ports are protected. So I cannot send traffic from this port. Yes or no? So this is the reason why I am not able to. What we can do, we can disable next hop self. Yes or no? So what is the command to disable next hop self in OSPF? This is your task for today. And the lab which I have shared yesterday, same lab you need to configure as well, this lab. Have you guys designed this lab in your system?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, so today you will design it. You will watch this video once. Okay, and if you guys will have any doubt, you will ask tomorrow. Otherwise, we will start next topic.
Sir, we can use fast Ethernet or Ethernet between
Where?
all these routers. All these routers, sir. You have a connected serial link only.
Yes. No, no,
Can
no.
we?
You cannot use. Otherwise, there will be lots of LSA2 as well.
But we can use point to point.
Yes, 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 yes. If you are using, Ethernet link, then you will configure network type point to point manually.
Yes.
Then no problem.